Folks, one of these days, the Republicans are going to learn not to with John Fetterman. They haven't learned it yet, and I'm so happy they haven't. It's been so much fun. They're used to being able to push Democrats around, or at least in the past, and a lot more Democrats aren't taking that crap anymore. We've done videos recently on Eric Swalwell and Jasmine Crockett and Gavin Newsom, who are like, go on offense. Stop being this defensive crouch. Stop being the responsible ones. Hit them hard. We have the facts on our side. Hit them as hard with the facts as they try to hit us with lies.
You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skyler. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
And now John Fetterman, it just seems to be his natural way of being. They want him to be this elitist East Coaster when he's a guy who's from this small town where he became a mayor. He's 6'10", he wears shorts to the Senate, and then they, of course, attacked him for that. Very populist of you. But he hits back. Back then when they attacked him for it, you know, Marjorie Taylor Greene attacked him, and he's like, well, I guess the better thing would be if I held up pictures of Hunter's ding-a-ling on the House floor. When Lauren Boebert attacked him for the shorts, he's like, well, I guess sitting around and vaping and Beetlejuice and grabbing the hog would be a better way to spend my time and make me a hero. We don't have to go into that. When DeSantis attacked him, he basically looked at it, he's like, I dressed like you campaign. Kind of ended up being true. Where's Ron DeSantis now? Is he in the presidential race? And when Mike Huckabee attacked him, I love this one, he responded by saying, I dress like your daughter buys lecterns. You see, Sarah Huckabee had just spent $20,000 on a lectern. Lecterns should cost a few grand at most. And of course, bought it from a Republican consultant. I'm sure that there is no money switching hands there and there's nothing illegal, which is why Republicans are actually investigating her for it. He hits back. Fetterman does not take their crap, and it's fantastic.
Is it awkward to be in the Capitol and then run into people that you have put up a devastating meme about because you've got excellent meme game, but then you have to see these people in the cafeteria?
No, you all should need to know that America is not sending their best and brightest to Washington, D.C.
And most recently, with Russia stooge Rand Paul, who's in the third generation, I believe, of Pauls who have prostrated themselves before Vladimir Putin in Russia. Ron Paul at one time, his dad ran in 2008, and there was all this bot activity. They couldn't figure it out then. We didn't have the kind of tools we have. It's now all, of course, been seen as the first Russian op to see what they could do. They got him so much attention online, sent out 200 million emails for Ron Paul, that it helped the Paul campaign get all sorts of press and raise money. And then there's Jesse Benton, the campaign manager. He also worked for Trump. He managed Ron Paul's presidential races in 8 and 12, and he managed Rand Paul's race for the Senate. He funneled money to the Trump campaign from the Russians. And then Trump pardoned him, of course, because he was president then. The dude put Russian money into our political system on purpose. Rand Paul, while Trump was president, literally ran as an errand boy over to Russia to take a letter over for him to Putin's people. Not kidding. Very easy for you to Google and look it up. John McCain once referred to him as the senator from the Kremlin.
The only conclusion you can draw when he walks away is he has no argument to be made. He has no justification for his objection to having a small nation be part of NATO that is under assault from the Russians. So I repeat again, the senator from Kentucky is now working for Vladimir Putin.
John McCain was right, and I wrote a book criticizing John McCain. He was damn right on that one, and some other things as his party moved towards being pro-Russia. And now what happened was he was trying to hold the Democrats to miss the Super Bowl. In other words, had to choose between funding Ukraine, this $95 billion funding bill, and seeing the Super Bowl. So he held them there Friday night with all these stupid holds and procedural votes and things that one senator can do, one moron, obnoxious dick. Remember, this is a guy whose neighbor got into a fight with him over lawn mowing and tackled him and punched him. I'm sure there are a lot of other people who'd like to do that. Not advocating it, don't advocate violence, but I get it. I'm not saying he should do it, but I understand.
And I'm not saying he should have killed her, but I understand.
So Rand Paul held them there Friday night, to which John Fetterman called him a peckerhead. Said one peckerhead is holding us here. And even better, over the weekend when they had to go in on Sunday and vote again, and they finally got the bill passed. By the way, bipartisan bill, 70 overall. Many 20-something Republicans, half their caucus, who believe that Ukraine should have the money to fight against a vicious dictator that is rivaling Hitler more and more every day. Not Rand Paul, though. He tried to block it, and when asked by the media, John Fetterman, I think to Manu Raju of CNN, just said, basically said, there's one prick holding us here. We are here because of this one prick. I don't think he's ever been more right. So we have national treasure John Fetterman, again, ripping into a prick Republican. I think that should be a phrase, by the way, from now on. Instead of MAGA Republicans, prick Republicans. Rand Paul, who is easily the most unlikable Republican, maybe Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley, kind of like a threesome. Ooh, Mike Lee. I don't know. They all are so disgusting. But everything came to a head here. Fetterman being brilliant at ripping apart Republicans. Rand Paul being a traitor, as he's shown and his family has shown for years for Russia. And Rand Paul just being a dick because that's what he does.